Ja, nu står vi här mitt i övningen. Så att det rullar på jättebra. För er som inte har upplevt det så tycker jag att ni ska ta alla chanser att komma nästa gång på våra IRL-invändningskurser. Hi and welcome to this channel where we are serious about play and games. I'm Jon and I'm at the Prologue Gaming Convention and I'm here with Karin Johansson.
Hi.
We recently organized a game that we call Wearing Your Feelings on the Outside. It's a technology-enhanced LARP about, well, wearing your feelings on the outside. First, Karin,
Yep.
who are you?
I'm a LARP designer and project leader for LARPs and interactive experiences. I have a background as a teacher and I've also been working professionally with LARP for a couple of years. And now I do a lot of different projects concerning interaction and play and so on. So that's me.
One of the reasons why I'm doing these videos is I'm interested in people's creativity and where people's creativity comes from. And since we're at the LARP convention, I'm thinking about how this connects to LARP. So where does your inspiration come from?
I like to do LARPs that are either they should have sort of a vision what they want to tell, sort of tell a story or teach something, but also I want LARPs that are actually like feel-good LARPs. That there are very many sort of misery LARPs, especially in the Nordic countries, and I like to do LARPs that are sort of, they make you think and they are interesting, but they are not just about sort of feeling bad. They also sort of give you a good feeling and a feeling of change and possibilities.
And this LARP, which is the technology enhancement, and you haven't done that before.
No,
that's kind of my fault, I guess, originally.
The inspiration, well, first actually we wanted to do a technology enhanced LARP, so what should we do? And then we quite soon got to the idea that we should have feelings, like how could you show stuff with sort of lights and sound feedback, and then we decided on light feedback because it's easier to work with. And then we started to discuss, there were actually two main inspirations. The first is the film Inside Out, that are like about different feelings, and the feelings have colors, and now we thought about the color inspiration. And then there is a Swedish book, a pseudo-scientific book about different personality types, and the book builds on the DISC tests, which are that people have four types. There are four personality types in the world. When we got that idea, it was from there on, it was quite simple, sort of let's have devices that shows colors, and I want the colors to change so that you change your feelings during the LARP. And normally when you play a LARP, you have sort of, I have experienced this, what do I feel about it? Yeah. But now we did the other way around, sort of you feel this, and then you have to figure out why do I feel like this, sort of suddenly I got angry, and then you have to find some sort of reason to get angry so that your feelings...
So it's a tweak in where does feelings come from?
Yeah. And then we decided on a theme, and we wanted it to be sort of satirical, so we figure out that these devices should be diegetic, so they're part of the game experience. You don't have to pretend that they don't exist, but instead that the participants get those at the beginning of the game. So why do they get those? Then we decided because they have been so much online, so they have to sort of get used to interact with people in real life, and therefore they get those emotion-meters to measure their feelings. But also mostly because that will give a feeling of close to home, but also because since it's a technology enhanced LARP, we also wanted to sort of make a comment about the technology world we're living in. So it was set in a very near distant future, you could say, at a sort of course or convention where people were supposed to train in interacting IRL.
So what is easy when you design? And what is hard?
It's hard.
Maybe that's an easier question. What is hard?
I think that actually what's easy is to come up with loads of ideas that are sort of cool. What is difficult is sort of kill your darlings and get it down to sort of something that will work for the participants, and that also will work time-wise, both for the length of the LARP, but also for sort of the energy, US, and so that you always make it doable for yourself as an organizer. So you don't. I try really to avoid traps that forces me to work more than I can handle. Sort of.
And in this case, this is mainly done on your spare time, right? Even though you are working with. So where do you find the time? Or how do you find the time?
Actually, I don't have a TV, so I guess that's most of the time coming from there. And I don't have any children, so I sort of like, what do I do in the evenings? I can sit and write a LARP together. Or also I think it's a nice, like when I socialize with friends, I have a lot of nerdy friends, and then you can just socialize and start discussing, we should do a LARP about this, and then it turns into a real idea, and then you start to find financiation. But also, I mainly arrange things when it's a part of my job. So I'm most of my arrangements.
So part of it is make it professionalize your hobby.
Yeah, but also I love to do from time to time LARPs that are more free, that is not part of it, because there are things I want to try that I cannot have sort of do at work.
Yeah, and for me that's I mean, I have a similar situation, and for me it's about, you need to have that balance. You need to do both, because you need that creative outlet as well.
Yeah, and that way you can go more crazy, and it doesn't matter if it's sort of...
Yeah, and every now and then you need to not care about, is there a research result in this? Can I just do it because this is fun and interesting for me? Or at least that's how I feel.
Yeah, me too. So I think, or not for me, it's more like I don't have a customer that has a list of requirements, so I can do whatever. And these LARP conventions are very good to do this, because here you can do a small LARP with, you don't have to prepare much, because you already have sort of the location and everything. So I think it's a very nice forum for new and inventive LARPs. I wouldn't have tried this big scale without piloting it first, so it feels like a very good chance to pilot LARPs.
And then the really hard question, why do you create?
I don't think I can resist. I try to get less projects because I have too many things running, and then someone comes up with a nice idea and I can never say no if I sort of get excited about it, and I just pour a lot of energy in the beginning, and it's easy, and then you have to pull it through because you have invested, and then you're stuck in having to do it. But mainly I think it's quite a positive thing. I had a friend talking about that you can have a hyperactive brain, and I think I have like sort of my brain starts working on stuff. If I don't feed it, it will feed itself. So then I have to have a creative outlet in it. And I don't think everyone has that sort of drive or need to sort of do something. So it always comes up with as one project or another. It might be making a new dress, or it might be making a LARP. It doesn't matter.
If people want to see more of you, where can they look? Are you online?
I'm always up for a fika with people IRL. It's the best way, I think.
So you're more of an offline organizer?
I am online also. Yeah. I don't know. I don't have a policy.
Thank you, Karin, and thank you for watching. If you want to see more of this channel, there's a link over there to another episode. So please click it and watch some more. See you around.